Welcome to Texas Local Live. My name is Ben Martinek, your host for the evening. We are here at the ranch in Las Colinas, Texas, doing a little Tuning Texas on a Monday night, so we're glad y'all could join us online and in person here. Tonight we've got Cottonwood Crows up here on the stage. We got Matt and Christian here hanging out. How you fellas doing?
Good.
Good? Good. That's what we like to hear. That's the only answer we want to hear, actually. You
good.
tired?
Tired.
Y'all been on the road?
Tired.
What's going on, man? Tell me something about it.
We've been playing pretty much every weekend now.
Cool.
Played Whiskey Girl a couple nights ago, actually. It was a long night in Fort Worth. So you can't just stay a couple hours.
No. You gotta hang out and close it down, right?
Yeah, definitely.
That's usually how it goes. So tell me a little, and by me, I mean the audience.
Yeah.
Tell us about you guys, man. How'd this all come together? You got a 5-piece working with here, man. Tell us about it.
Well, it all started probably in the dorms of Tarleton State.
Okay.
It was a move-in weekend, and my buddy, my best friend in the world, he was a second floor of the dorm I was in, and I was third floor, and he was the second floor too. So I moved all my stuff in and brought my guitar down there. And Matt's like, "Oh, I do a little singing." So I play a little guitar. So we just started jamming and going to open mics. And a few open mics later, we got our first show. I guess the guy that was there liked us. And then after our first show, before that happened, we met another guy who played the bass, and another guy who hit the box a little bit.
Nice.
And then at that show, we actually met our lead player, Michael. He came and watched, and he was like, "Yeah, I'll come jam with y'all." And so we jammed, and we no longer have the same bass player or drummer, but still pretty good friends of ours, and it was a cool experience to meet them the way we did, all in the same dorm, and just hanging out, playing in the parking lot all the time.
Yeah, man, that's crazy.
We bothered the hell out of everybody in there.
Yeah.
We were real loud.
Oh, yeah?
We roll in after a long night, about 4 in the morning, everybody be hitting the damn box and all kinds of stuff, and
Trying to study.
waking up everybody getting mad.
There's no time for studying in college. What do you think?
Yeah.
It's time to make some music. That's the whole point. That's cool, man. So you guys met quite a while ago. I mean, y'all been hanging out together and doing this stuff then.
Since about 15.
About 2015? Okay.
Yeah.
Very cool. So still new also, which is also that's a cool thing to see. You guys are hitting the road hard, and you're tired already. That's good news, man. If you're tired, that means you're doing something right, Usually it equates to that. Unless you're spinning tires, then that's not good. But it doesn't sound like that's what's happening for you guys.
We're not that old, but we'll go out like one night, and after that one good night, we're like, no.
3-day hangover.
We ain't going out the rest of the week until we go on the road.
Done.
I don't feel young anymore, that's for sure.
Oh, come on, man. I bet I'm older than all y'all.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Probably.
Definitely. Oh, you're definitely older. Thanks. Cheers. Cheers to that. So you guys started up in college, been doing some stuff. You already had an album come out, 2016. Tell us a little bit about that, and then we'll get to some of the newer stuff. But
well, that was kind of we had been sitting on those songs for a while, and then we finally, got to do like a full-length album and everything, and it was all just stuff we've been sitting on for, just that we wrote as far as with the old band and with us and everything, A lot of those songs written on a tailgate or in a dorm room, So it was pretty fun to actually get in the studio for the first time and actually get to experience that and everything. So
very cool.
But we've been playing those songs still too.
Yeah.
But
got tired of them. Got ready. Had to write some new stuff. You got to get out. I get that. I know that for sure, man. So what do you guys? So you guys were talking about being tired and playing everywhere. You said you were in Fort Worth doing shows. Where else do you guys play around the state?
Moving all over East Texas, South Texas,
Central Texas, West Texas.
Yeah.
We've been all over
Texas?
the place.
Yeah,
that's good.
We played Oklahoma a couple weeks ago, or actually last month.
Nice.
So
what'd y'all do up there?
We played Bubba's Brew House.
Oh,
up
okay.
There, so
cool.
But that was cool to actually go out of state and play.
Yeah.
So
put it on the resume.
Yeah.
That's always nice, man.
Definitely.
It looks good too. It looks good, and people want to book you, and they're like, "Oh yeah, we're a regional band now." Okay, cool. Then you go across the border to Mexico and play one of your international band. Then then it's over with.
I don't know about all that.
Oh, come on, it'd be a good time, man. Get out there spring break
Yeah.
That could be some fun, man. So tell me a little bit about the writing, man. I like to see, this is an interesting dynamic because usually we talk with artists that are just, solo artists writing stuff, and then they join a band later, and they had all this stuff coming up. But you guys seem like y'all were, for the most part, wrote a lot of stuff together. So explain that, or tell me, too, if you guys brought something of your own, to it.
I think we wrote.
I think the first record was mainly, just like one or two of us, or but once we got these other guys, man, it was like everybody's gonna start writing.
Yeah.
And it's just a lot more better ideas than what we come up with sometimes.
Yeah, no, it's
But-
good to collaborate like that.
I think there was only one song, like one true song that we came in as a band and actually
Yeah.
already had written before we were a band.
There was one.
It was just one, I think. The
Oh.
other ones, we've all written together. Would it be 2 of us, 3 of us, or the whole band? I mean, sometimes we'll just sit there and be messing around, jamming, and we're like, well, we kind of like that. It sounds pretty cool.
Yeah.
And then we sit down, write some music to it,
Yeah,
and
that's
write some
how-
Yeah.
lyrics.
That's how it goes, man. Have a
it's
couple
fun.
drinks,
Yeah.
hammer it out,
Not just a couple, but
keep people up. We'll say a couple for the sake of argument, but
There's 2 songs on the album that actually our bass player Mason wrote, 397 and Pushing Me Away. He actually sings them too on the album. But he wrote those. He had 397 already written when he came and joined. And then I think he wrote Pushing Me Away while he was in the band, I'm pretty sure. But probably Pushing Me Away is probably one of my favorite songs on the whole album. It's real good, well written song. I like it a lot.
very cool. That's pretty awesome, man. You guys y'all are all singing too. I guess that's pretty sweet. So who all does vocals in the? You guys have.
I do most of them, but we like to get everybody involved. So Mason will sing.
Yeah.
Christian will sing a couple songs during a set.
That's awesome.
So yeah, just everybody gets involved.
It's a good live show then. Very dynamic.
Pretty
That's what's
fun
cool.
too.
Yeah.
We'll switch instruments as well.
Oh, that's even
Mason will
better.
hop on the drums and I'll get on the bass, or Kyle will get on the bass, and we'll just switch all the way around
Okay.
to the set, and it's pretty fun.
Dude, you sold me on that, man. I dig that a lot. I love it if a band can move around, especially, 5-piece for sure. It makes it a lot more dynamic.
Yeah,
But
it's a lot of fun.
yeah, I've seen some 3-pieces just get up and rotate around, play every instrument. It's cool, man. It shows your abilities, and it also gives a different dynamic to because you're playing bass differently than Mason might, or
Yeah.
vice versa, right? So that's interesting. That's really cool stuff, man. So tell us a little bit about the new stuff of this time, right? That's the name of it, and give us a insight on the album first, then we'll talk about the song. But
And we were trying to, it was our second record, and we were kind of throwing around names and stuff, and there's only 6 songs, and so we were just like, what do we want to call this one? And we had the song this time, and so we were like, bouncing around funny names like This Is the One, or like The Next One, like second one, just kind of throwing around funny names and stuff. And so we were like, well, this time kind of sounds like this time, it's just different, something about it. And so we're like, that sticks, it's a title track, so I mean.
there you go.
But
That's awesome.
yeah.
Well, tell us about this time then.
Well,
this time.
and my grandparents live South Texas, and I was down there, just driving down there to see them, and there's a part where there's no radio. It just cuts out completely, and I was just, trying to write something. I was like, I've been driving for so long. I drove straight from Stephenville all the way down there, which is like 6 or 7 hours, and so I had, this thing going, and I write a lot of stuff just on my phone without, playing guitar or anything, and I went back and I came back to them. I said, look what I got, guys, and we ended up finishing it. We only had half of it, and we ended up finishing it, and we were like, we really like this song. So
Very cool. So you brought it to the guys, and this all came together.
Yeah,
huh?
definitely. We, Josh Stroud and Ben Hussey helped us out on it a little bit too, and so it was
Very
a good
cool.
deal. So
That's pretty awesome, man. Hitting on the road and bringing it back in. That's pretty cool, man. And it's cool to get 5 people involved in that. It's actually cool. It might be a headache sometimes, I'm sure, but it's got ups and downs with that.
definitely.
That's pretty awesome, man. So tell us about the music scene. I always like to get a little perspective on the Texas music scene with artists, and you guys being together for as long as y'all have been. I mean, what have y'all seen out there? Obviously, there's a lot of camaraderie on the road, I'm sure, but fans seem to be accepting of it in this state. I mean, give us a little insight into other artists.
Stephenville scene has been very gracious to us because I mean it's just a scene to itself.
Yeah.
I mean,
built your audience there. Yeah, I mean, built the crowd.
definitely.
Is that where y'all first built up?
Yeah, and there's just so much music there. I mean, and it's so much music out of Stephenville going on, and there's a lot of people that are branching out still, and you can see just a lot of names. You look them up. I mean, there's either lived in Stephenville, or are gonna live in Stephenville. I mean, it's just weird. Seems like everybody's lived there once in their life, or is living there.
Yeah.
Huh.
But it's a pretty good scene. I mean, it's either that or I think Lubbock's a pretty good scene out there.
Yeah, for
Lubbock,
sure.
Stephenville, probably Austin a little bit. I don't really know much about Austin anymore.
Just
I used to
'cause
live
it's Austin.
I used to live there down there, but man, that scene was just so weird, so diverse, and it's too much competition to do anything.
Oh yeah, it's oversaturated for sure,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
It's a different scene, but it's a good live performance scene. If you can get a good following and then pull them, I mean, if you have a following anywhere, do a decent amount, they're going to find you in Austin too, and they'll say, okay, let's have these guys come into town and do something. So that's interesting. So Stephenville's got a good scene, huh? That's pretty awesome, man.
Yes.
Who would have thunk it?
Yeah. You make a lot of friends no matter who you are. You know. But it's been very generous to us.
That's good.
And so.
And it's just accepting in the sense of music because, a lot of that we do here obviously is trying to help promote artists that are up and coming that are especially in the state, obviously. Texas a little lot.
Yeah.
And so that's kind of the idea. But, Stephenville is one of those places you wouldn't think to look. They're thinking Austin. They're thinking Fort Worth. They're thinking Lubbock. They're trying to break into these big scenes. And that's one that you could hit on the way up, and you're like, ooh, let's stop. Let's make a stop in Stephenville and see what's going on. So maybe we might have to work with some networking with you guys, too, and other artists in other cities because that's a very interesting thing to have.
Yeah,
come to y'all's town, let them set up or something for you guys or something.
You never have too many friends or contacts.
Oh, no, not at all. Yeah.
It's pretty good. I mean, there's nothing really much going on in Stephenville. There's no bowling alley. There's no real hangout places in Stephenville other than the bars.
Yeah.
And, I mean, there's music
that's
all the time. There's Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays, Sundays, open mic. I mean, there's music all the time, and there's nothing else to do. People come out there, and you have a chance to actually get somebody to hear you.
Yeah.
Whether they don't know who you are, just hanging out, but it gives you that opportunity to meet new people and build your fans and everything. So it's been a real blessing to us, and it's just we kind of all moved there at the right time, I guess.
Yeah.
And you had 6th Market coming out and Dolly Shine kind of fading out, and if it really wasn't for that kind of those guys, well, it probably wouldn't have been such a big scene. I mean, you had Red Shadehand out there for a little while.
Yeah.
All those guys, and they kind of built it up, and Josh Strado and Ben Hussey still live there, and I mean, they're still great guys, and they're pushing music out left and right out of their studio, and they're doing some good stuff out there.
Yeah. That's awesome, man. That's so good. It might be the little gem of Texas, man. And the more you talk about it, I've never gotten to see any music out there. I haven't been in the scene, but I plan to change that now.
Yeah.
For sure, man, because I'd definitely like to come out there and do that.
You got LJT out there.
Uh-huh.
That's always fun.
So do you guys do any support acts, or do you guys have, I guess do y'all have guys or bands come out and support y'all guys, or support y'all when y'all are in Stephenville, and do y'all do the same traveling around?
Definitely.
Tell me a little bit about that, I guess, who y'all gotten to play with support.
It's just it's one of those deals where you make friends, and it's like they get a good opportunity, just go see them, or, and vice versa kind of deal.
Yeah.
But, friends are friends, no matter, we'll get a chance to see somebody, and we're like, hey, we got to go, like, right now. Like, they're not going to come back for this long. We got to go kind of thing, But it's a good support system.
Very cool.
It's always good. I mean, we help each other out, too. If we got a bye week or something, go run merch for the other guys or whatever, or vice versa. Just
awesome.
Bring them on the road with us, or
good. That's what I was going to
have
ask.
us go out with them.
Yeah.
It's always good. We help each other out all the time.
Yeah, rule of reciprocity, man. Do unto others what they want to do unto you. That's a golden rule, but you know what I mean.
Definitely.
You get the idea, right?
Yeah.
Do good to others, man. That's all that matters, especially in this scene. And Texas is one of those loving states where we just accept all the musicians, man. Doesn't matter what it is. Well, cool, man. Well, lastly, I'd like to give you some plugs. I'd like to hear about where we can find your content, obviously, the new album. And then when was that released? It was.
This album was released January 24th.
Okay, so just this year. Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
Well, cool. Tell us where to find your stuff, man. I want to hear about it.
Spotify, Google Play, iTunes, all that good stuff.
Okay.
You can check us out on Facebook. Obviously, we like Facebook likes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But we got a new single out that's on the EP. It's currently sitting at number 23 on the charts right now.
Oh, awesome.
So we're trying to push that a lot.
Tell us about that one, yeah.
Yeah, man, that one, it's one of those songs when Christian wrote the song, and so it was one of those songs when he first played it, it was like, wow.
Yeah,
like,
hit you, yeah.
Yeah, and so once we took it to the studio, even Ben and Josh were like, y'all got to push that one. And so we really lucked out, and we were blessed for that.
Very
worked
cool.
out everywhere.
Number 23.
It's been a pretty cool ride with it. I mean, we've been up to 16. We've either been lowest like 27, and then we've been up to 16, 15. It's good. It has some good numbers playing. I mean, it really shocked us, and we're really blessed that all the numbers it's been getting, especially on Spotify. And probably, I think it's at 130,000 plays or more.
On a month.
But it's been really a real good blessing for us, and it really got our name out there, and it's really cool. And I mean, there's times where people are like, I really like that song, come to you, and just, you have no idea. They're just like, I really like that song. I heard that song. It really got to me. And it's just a cool feeling to do that. And that was the whole goal of this whole band wasn't to make money. It wasn't to be famous. It was just to write music that touched people and helped people.
Sure.
And I mean, Kyle, our drummer, preaches that every week, and he's like, it doesn't matter what we do as long as we touch at least one person in that place that night. We've done our jobs, and you know that couldn't be more true for us. And
dude, that's the way to do it, man. You get on stage, there's one person you play like there you are, the person they want to hear you. You play for that person.
And there's been many places we played. We had 10, 20 people who didn't care, but there's one person there, and you can just sit there and they watch you and they care.
Come up, shake your hand or something, or say something.
That just makes the whole 6-7 hour drive. It makes the whole trip just to know that you help somebody or somebody appreciated what you do.
The thousands of plays is just a cherry on top, dude. That's just the butter, man. Well, cool, fellas. We appreciate it. Cottonwood Crows, I assume it's on Facebook and Instagram or any other social media sites like that.
Instagram,
Google
Twitter.
you. Yeah. So I found you pretty quick on Google, so that's probably the best way to go.
You can request us on the ranch, too.
Oh,
so.
yes. Plug that. Call in to the ranch, people. Come on. Or any local station. I'm sure you'll spin around, the state. Yeah. So let's just do that. Well, fellas, Matt, Christian, cheers to you guys. We appreciate y'all coming out. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's all right. And go check them out, guys. Thank you so much. We'll see y'all and hear from y'all a little bit later.
All right, thank you.
Well, I'm sitting at Beach's place. Baby's at home crying 'cause she likes middle class. Sits on a sad evening, and I'm losing my mind at times. I'll give up. My head's gone, my heart's torn, and I've had enough. I'm gonna leave, I'm gonna find a change. I don't care where I go, and I've had enough. Love is outlaw. I'm gonna try my love. 90 miles an hour just ain't fast enough. Take a shot of whiskey, it goes down the road. Cruising down the interstate, thought a few will pass. The only time that I see you's at the bottom of the glass. My head's gone, my heart's sore, and I've had enough. I'm gonna leave, I'm gonna find a change. I don't care where I go, and I've had enough. Love is all gone. I'm gonna try. So I turn up my glass, and I'm dumped in my chair, and I'm done with love. I'm gonna push my luck. Well, I'm done with love. I'm gonna try my love. 'Cause my head's gone, my heart's torn, and I've had enough. I'm gonna leave, I'm gonna find a change. I don't care where I go, and I've had enough. Love's all gone. I'm gonna try my love. Gonna try my